To a Demm report we go momentarily. Inside it, we will meet the little kid, the little boy in England, who almost got very high on Halloween. Almost. That's after your world in 60 seconds.
On this final campaign Sunday, Vice President Harris hit as many parts of Michigan as she could. Supporters greeted former President Donald Trump as he capped off a three-state sprint in Georgia Sunday, following a return to North Carolina.
Hello to North Carolina.
And Pennsylvania.
This campaign isn't only about who will occupy the White House, but also control of Congress.
The final days of the race for control of the narrowly divided U.S. House has shifted heavily to New York.
2nd and 11. And he'll do a little play action here, looking for the tight end. Oliver! Touchdown!
Vikings back on the winning path last night. Sunday Night Football. 21-13 over the Colts. That makes Chris Demm happy. He's a Vikings fan.
It does indeed.
That starts a Demm report.
Well, it's a kind of a Halloween roundup. As we look around the room in here, we've got, I think, 2 mini Snickers bar, fun-size Snickers bars, and a couple Skittles and Lifesaver gummy packs, which Biggie says are okay.
That's about it.
He doesn't like the Skittles. He likes the Lifesaver gummies.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. So we still have a few more Halloween stories to get to. One Florida woman will never forget Halloween of 2024 because that was the day Elon Musk kidnapped her daughter.
What? Why would Elon Musk?
All right. That's unfair.
Yes. Okay.
Here's what we know. Dakota Knox has an 18-month-old daughter named Salem. And Salem really was excited for Halloween. On the morning of the 31st, the little girl was dressed up as Tinkerbell, and she was going for a ride with her mother and father in Mom's Tesla. I'm guessing this is to daycare or who knows, maybe to a store, who knows. So right after Mom strapped little Tinkerbell into her car seat, clunk, 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 all the Tesla doors locked. Mom on the outside.
Well, now, we've heard about these kind of things
We
happen.
have
haven't we?
indeed.
Yeah. But now this little girl can't get out of the car.
She's stuck.
Yeah.
She is strapped in, and she's 18 months old.
Yeah, she's not going to pull the emergency lever, obviously.
So as you can imagine,
Mm-hmm.
panic on the streets of Tampa.
Yeah. But, so Mom's outside. She has no key. Can't she open it with her phone or something?
She used the manual key, would not open the vehicle. She restarted the app. Nothing. And despite the vehicle being fully charged, could not get a single door to open.
So this probably is Tesla. This is just a malfunction, right? This is just, it just locked without her locking it, and she can't get it open even with the myriad of ways.
It turns out, the ways of the Tesla are far beyond our comprehension.
Yeah.
And apparently they found that it was they tried to jumpstart the 12-volt battery, but again, that did not work. So they called Tesla customer service, and it said someone will be right there this afternoon.
Oh, well, the baby's
This is 7:30 in the morning.
Baby's in the car now.
So ultimately, 3 officers with the Tampa Police Department showed up and started looking at YouTube videos, how to get a kid out of a Tesla.
Man, it's really perplexing. Shouldn't a manual key just work no matter what? Can you not shove the key into the lock and turn it?
I don't think there's
no thing. Yeah, there's no lock.
Now, a lot of cars still have where, like I had a car for a while, you just put your hand under there and it unlocked.
No matter what.
It's
sensitive to your...
but you still had a key hole on the one side you could put in. I bet Tesla doesn't have that.
I don't think that they do. So the officers, to their credit, and I don't know their names, but they all figured out a way to manually open the doors of the Model 3. It's near the front seats, which we've heard from Tesla owners before.
Yeah.
They snaked a wire through the barely open back window down into the front, and after 2 hours, little Tinkerbell was free.
Man, that's a long time, and they had to really maneuver that.
Right.
Yeah.
Dakota, the mom, told Tampa's Fox 13 she usually gets updates from the company about charging her car. And she did get one that said your 12-volt battery needs recharging, but she got that at lunch.
Is that... Oh, really?
They were 5 hours late.
Yeah. After they had already contacted them, by the way.
Yes, that's right.
Is that what it was, the 12-volt battery?
Evidently. I don't know what powers what inside a car.
I rode in a convertible BMW this weekend, probably 50 miles. Yeah.
Wow, is it 1978 already?
That's right, a convertible Beamer.
Top down?
Top down. I said, on the way there, listen, I won't say who, but another media mogul. And we were on the way to host an event. We were emceeing an event. And he said on the way there, he picked me up. He didn't want to ride the minivan.
Nobody does.
And he said to me, you want to go top down? I said, let's not show off. Not on the way down.
I didn't put on sunscreen.
Yeah.
But then on the way back, I said, do it. Go ahead and do it. So we put the top down.
All right.
And came on home. And I got home and told my wife, she goes, on the highway? Yeah, I know. I was
Wham playing.
Of course I was, playing Wham.
Jitterbug.
I mean, couldn't believe it. And
I bet people saw you two together and thought they were high. I'm pretty sure I saw
these two.
Chris Kelly.
Yeah.
The guy from TV and the guy from the boner pills.
Yeah.
commercial.
They just blew past me in a convertible playing Jitterbug.
Playing
that
Jitterbug.
Wham song.
Playing Jitterbug. Going down the highway. And listen, you should have heard him. He's like, what's your address? I gave him my address. He goes, hey, navigate to such and such. And all of a sudden it says,
On the way.
yeah. And the screen popped up and everything. Woo. Man, that's something I just don't.
He always, the slack-jawed audience that everybody loves.
I couldn't believe it. He just set it out like that. He said, go to such and such address. And there it was.
Mercedes is used to going to that side of town.
Well,
It feels at home.
BMW.
BMW, excuse me.
Yeah.
Either way, same thing. No problem, sir. No, right where that is.
He got us there, and it was what a ride. And
we waving to the girls on the highway.
Just waving to the girls, you know.
Wind in your hair.
Absolutely. But wind was in my hair, and I said, geez, Eric, it's a little breezy. He goes, let me put up my windscreen for you. Bzzz, and then no more wind, and then no more wind. And it's behind me. And he goes, you will not believe the ingenuity of this vehicle. And he just pushed one button, and the whole thing started to change, you know. And it's incredible.
They're very loud. Convertibles on the highway are very loud.
Well, I thought this one was pretty good. Now, this is only a few years old. He just said, treated myself to it, whatever. And
all right.
I said, how's your wife feel about this? He said, she was not happy. But, you know, Warden was out of town one day, so I just went and got it. What could she...
Down to the dealership.
Yeah. What could she say when she got back? I was like, hey, you deserve it. You know, you've been slaving away in TV for 36 years.
Sure.
You just retired. And, the smells, the wind, the highway. I was like, oh, yeah. I don't ever do it. You know, I never do it.
No, it's too much like fun.
Listen, if you see a deer, scream so I know.
Yeah. No kidding. We had heated headrests, so you can put your heat back on. I know. He's like, if your head gets cold, just turn on your heater for the headrest.
Lean back
And turn on the heater for your headrest.
That sounds like trouble. That'd put me to sleep.
I know.
Yeah, this is so comfortable.
I didn't want to brag, but I was in a convertible BMW.
How about that?
I know.
Shoo-wee mama.
No, it's not a Tesla, but I was out there in it, and it was pretty nice. Yeah, I know. But I was, of course, the whole time I was like, if we get in a rollover accident, I am going to be in trouble. You know, I always concern myself.
Was your head above the roof line?
Yeah, like Dino in the Flintstones. You know how tall I am, so I'm like
above the roof.
Yeah, and I was catching a lot of bugs in my teeth, but. You ride with your mouth open, you can almost.
It's gonna happen.
You know, that's how it's inevitable that's going to happen. You know,
born to be mild. Look at you two. Get out on the highway.
Just a couple of 50 somethings jitterbugging down the highway.